guys, it's Nassim here. Now the iPhone 12 Pro is by far my favorite iPhone of all time, and let me tell you why. Now for its time, it has a top tier display that is still compatible with the iPhones that we have today. It has a really good battery life that has its problems, but is still overall really good. It has a great build quality that is very durable, that instills longevity. And it has an amazing software along with a great chip that provides an amazing experience. And not only is the iPhone 12 Pro a great phone, but it also holds up really well to this day, and I would still recommend it if you're looking for one. Also, you're more likely to get a really good deal on it, which means that you're really getting a bang for your buck. And besides my bold statement on the iPhone 12 Pro being my favorite phone of all time, I wanted to share my experience with you guys to help you decide whether or not it's worth buying. Now the software on the 12 Pro was as smooth as ever. I never got any lags. Even when my phone would heat up, the 12 Pro still maintained that consistency, and that's why it's one of my favorite phones to use today. I also really loved how it was able to handle power heavy apps. Whether I was playing Asphalt 9 or Call of Duty, the game ran really well and was still able to stay really smooth and get the job done. And again, I have to give Apple a pat on the back because of how connected I'm able to stay with my other devices. Like for those who don't know, I shoot videos on my iPhone, so whenever I'm done shooting, all I have to do is airdrop the videos to my MacBook, and it makes the process so much easier. And again, the software handled really well, and even after 2 years, the 12 Pro was able to keep up that consistency, not only within the display, but also within the software. Now the iPhone 12 Pro has a 2800 mAh battery that I will say held up really well when compared to other smartphones in the market. I'm still getting around 7 hours of on-screen time, which is pretty heavy usage since I also shoot videos. And on days where I would shoot videos, I would end my day with about 10% battery left, which was really good since recording takes up most of my day. And on days where I would use my 12 Pro like a regular phone, I would end my day with about 20% battery left, which was still a good enough difference for me. Now the charging was something that I will say was pretty fast. Like whenever I would charge it up at night, I would shower while I was charging, and by the time I got to bed, my phone would be at 100%, which was really good. And the only thing that I would say sucked was the wireless charging speeds. Now compared to my other phones, the 12 Pro would take much longer for me to connect it when I had a case on, and the speeds were much slower. Now the iPhone 12 Pro has a 6.1 inch Super Retina XDR display that I must say feels exactly the same as the iPhone 14. And my favorite thing that I loved about the screen was that it had a great amount of vibrancy all around. And now when it comes to size, it's all preference, but I would definitely say that the 14 and the 12 Pro are the most comparable when holding in hand. I didn't have to stretch out my fingers too far to reach the screen, and I could see everything very clear because it's still pretty big, and it was the overall right fit for me. It wasn't too small and it wasn't too large. I also really like the responsiveness on the 12 Pro. Like whenever I would scroll through the OS, play games, and even customize my home screen, I never got any lag, and the screen overall kept up that great consistency. Now one problem that I did have with the screen was that it wasn't as bright as I wanted it to be. Like whenever I was outside of work, it was a little bit harder to see when compared to phones like the Galaxy S22 Plus or even the Galaxy S22 Ultra. And now the last aspect of the display that I really liked was just how great it looked whenever I was watching movies, playing games, and scrolling through the OS. Like right here, you can see me watching a video on it, and you can just see how colorful and vibrant the display is, and I really enjoy how quality the resolution was. And to give you guys an example of how good the screen is, I'm going to watch a video and play a game.
George in the air and hits the three.
And he did a good job. I thought Paul guarded
13 rebounds. Bryant for another three.
And they ran the play.
Now when comparing the 12 Pro to the new 14 Pro, I will say that the speakers are pretty much the same. The bass was still a little weak as usual, but that's a common problem with iPhones and most smartphones as a whole. But besides the bass not being that great, I will still say that the overall sound quality was really good. Music sounded nice, videos were loud and clear, and the speakers overall enhanced my viewing experience because they were just that good. And to give you guys an idea of how the speakers sound, I'm going to play a video so that you can see just how loud they are.
Unbelievable stuff tonight.
You're getting excited with this 50 business, all right?
Kobe's got the Lakers' last tip. Bryant for three.
Now the iPhone 12 Pro, just like every other iPhone that's not the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max, has a 12 megapixel main, 12 megapixel telephoto, and 12 megapixel ultra wide that were really good. The pictures always came out colorful, vibrant, very sharp, and didn't give me any shutter lag, which made the camera even more practical when compared to other phones in the market. And when we look at the daytime outside photos, I would say that these were easily the best in the game. I liked how my skin looked when taking selfies, I liked how the colors were very accurate, and I really liked how nice the skies looked when taking long range photos. And again, when looking at all of these photos back to back, I again like how consistent they were. Like every photo looked like it came from an actual camera, which gives off a very natural picture. And now when we look at the daytime inside photos, I would say that these were just as consistent as the outside pictures. Even when the lighting wasn't as good, I still was able to get a really good photo, which really says a lot about old iPhone cameras in general. My skin still looked really nice without the graininess, different objects maintain that signature sharpness, and the overall pictures came off very natural while adjusting to the environment. And when it came to video quality, the 12 Pro had one of the best to offer, and to give you guys an example, here are some videos that I took on it.
Yeah.
And there it is, you guys, my review on the iPhone 12 Pro. Now let me know down in the comments, would you guys get the iPhone 12 Pro this late in 2022? Let me know. And if you guys made it to the end of this video, I'd like to say thank you for sticking around, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It'll be very appreciated. And as far as social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.